Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I have a reading for tonight. So let's see what we have. Okay, happy weekend, happy Saturday. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of growth. Okay, a lot of growth, but a lack of confidence. Okay, so when it comes to growth, we're not gonna feel confident sometimes. Okay, um, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm sending so much love and support. Takes a lot of quiet time or personal time or space, okay, to focus on happiness, okay. Um, let's see what this is. I'm getting let's see what this is. I'm getting redirection, okay, a lot of redirection. Okay, so a lot of redirection comes from Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, our Creator. We are His creation. So make sure you're doing your best to, I think the reading I did yesterday, when it comes to our Creator redirecting us in situations that may cause us to be lack of confidence, it may cause us to be angry, or it may cause us to be frustrated, or it may cause us to be irritated, or it may cause us to feel triggered as if we're not good enough or we're not worthy. Okay, everyone is worthy. So just make sure you're not in that energy when it comes to being redirected, when it comes to growth. Okay, challenges and obstacles and trial and tribulation, it forces us to grow. So just make sure you're protecting your strength in a best possible way when it comes to thinking. Okay, so speaking life and not speaking death, despite we may be going through a rebirth, or we may be being redirected, or we may be going through some super challenging times. So I'm getting a lot of super challenging times. So I'm sending a lot of love and support. Okay, this is the energy reading. Personal development, soul development, self-development when it comes to humanity. Okay, so when it comes to the mind, okay, the third eye, the crown chakra, make sure you're surrendering that to Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, our Creator. Okay, we are His creation. We are the new ancestors. Make sure you're really tapping in and surrendering that mind, okay, that thought process. You always want to cleanse first, and then you can do a surrender. Resurrender as many times you need to when it comes to trial and tribulation, or when it comes to let's see, needing rest for any type of confusion, okay, or being confused. Okay, so just make sure you're not overthinking, you're not in that hostile energy. Okay, creating some space so that one can focus on let's see, one can focus on that thinking cap is what I'm getting when it comes to wellness. Okay, health is wealth. When it comes to creating some space despite going through trial and tribulation, creating some space so that one can uplift one's energy. Okay, this is personal development. This is the energy reading for today. So when we are in confusion, or if you're going through trial and tribulation, you will have space. But what are you using that space for? Are you using that space to focus on wellness? Okay, health is wealth. Or are you using that space to focus on blockage? So calling in the energy or the thoughts or the mind, body, spirit as if one is not worthy because one is going through trial and tribulation. Okay, fear is a liar. Okay, so just make it is a form of fear or self-sabotage, or not accepting the fact that redirection is God's protection. Okay, our Creator, especially when it comes to transitioning or ascension, when it comes to one's soul purpose, destiny, or path. Okay, it is all a cycle that will lead to rebirth. Okay, make sure you are keeping 100% faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. Okay, when it comes to any type of self-love and wellness and self-care and love, okay, that we do receive from our Father, Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, God. Okay, I'm getting a lack of possibly, let's see, I'm getting a lack of conscious. So a lack of conscious. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so a lack of conscience means that living in the flesh and not in the spirit. Okay, and that is because there is some spiritual interference, so there can be an attachment. Let's see. Yeah, there can be an attachment that is being done to one's, let's see what this is. One's spiritual strength. Okay, so this, in this situation, in this reading today, I'm getting one not having spiritual strength. Okay, spiritual strength is different than humanly strength. Okay, and spiritual strength is just like, means there is a lack of discipline. Okay, when it comes to, and a lack of knowledge when it comes to spiritual warfare, and when it comes to spiritual endurance, and when it comes to cleansing, and blocking spiritual interference and spiritual manipulation. Okay, that will cause whoever, people, place, or thing or environment, that attachment is causing that. So it could be a different ranking. Okay, a spiritual interference that is causing the lack of determination for someone. So that means this person, man or woman, may be spiritually depleted. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna keep going, and then I'll think of what else could possibly help with spiritual nourishment, despite anything that I've already said, either throughout any of my other videos or this video in general. So you want to focus on peace if you are so I'm just getting a robbery of peace. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a robbery of peace. Hey, the way this world's going, you know, there is a transition. So when it comes to spiritual endurance, when it comes to spiritual warfare, when it comes to spirituality, spiritual development, okay, when it comes to oneself, okay, this is all about focusing on getting on the right self-love journey, or wellness path, or destiny path, or purposeful path. Okay, no one is perfect. There is no judgment here. So just make sure cleansing, okay, mind, body, spirit. I'm getting through prayer, okay, just to create some balance in the heart and mind. Let's see. Make sure. Let's see what this is about. I'm getting sleepy, guys. Sorry. Make sure you're balancing. Let's see. Any type of love that we get from Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, God, our Creator, but we know we get that, but make sure you're balancing the fact that there is a knowing that we do get that despite who we may be. Okay, we are all His creation, so that will pull a stop to pain. So make sure you're resting in your Father's eyes, okay, in your Father's heart, in your Father's mind, everything. Like, that's our Father, right? So maybe man or woman, that's our Father, that's our Creator, that is our Maker. Okay, so make sure you are going with the flow and creating some comfort and knowing that he loves us and we love him, and that allow yourself to receive that stop to any pain that you may be experiencing at this time is what I'm getting. Let's see what else. So it could be pain or due to any type of sadness, okay? Or so I'm getting like that, feeling guilty or feeling shameful or feeling less than or feeling not worthy, okay? We are all worthy. So just make sure you're forgiving yourself, forgiving others, okay? Not so yeah, what I'm getting is like being very cautious with self-reflection. So putting judgment on oneself about what you woulda, coulda, shoulda did, or what you've already done that you may not be proud about, okay? Just make sure you're trusting, let's see, trusting oneself and trusting the love that God has for us as his sons and daughters, okay? As and not creating any type of frustrated ideas or stress about what we may or may not have done as human beings, spiritual beings, whatever the case may be, right? It's bigger than that. Just make sure you really are taking it to the Creator, okay? He loves us and we love Him, and nobody is perfect, okay? We are all perfectly imperfect. He already knew who we was before we here. So I'm sending a lot of love and support in this situation. Let's see what else. Where are we at? 10 minutes, doing really good. Okay, so little seeds, let's grow together. Keep growing, right? And not, talking bad to yourself or to others, or just really feeling like, God doesn't love you. Okay? We gotta start focusing on a renewal and not focusing on the rebirth and the ashes and laying around in death and laying around in the mistakes and laying around in guiltiness, laying around in lack of forgiveness, despair, misery, all these things that just don't come from God, Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ. All right, nobody is perfect. So take whatever it is that you need to take to the man up above and leave it there, and don't take it back, and focus on having that discipline, that determination to cleanse your energy, cleanse your environment, especially if there's any spiritual manipulation going on. So what's the saying? Let go and let God. Okay, sometimes it really gets to that point where some things you gotta let go and let God, and if you don't, then you're really out for the count. It'll take you out of this world. Okay, and we're all worthy of, if we got breath in our body, we all worthy of really taking the opportunity to let go and let God. Let's see what else. Before we don't have no breath in our body, basically, okay? So, let's see what else. So, I'm getting processing grief, okay? Losses prove how deep you love, okay? So, processing rebirths, okay? Processing love just in general, love from our Creator, Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ. Processing it really proves how deep we love. All right, so look at it that way. Okay, hearing your inner guidance, intuition flows whenever you are still. So possibly finding that quiet time, that peace and space to listen to your inner guidance, and not listening to people, place, or thing, or looking out into the world for the answers because it's not there. Okay. Unraveling any addictions or codependency. Only have to feel good about your choices. So just make sure you feel good about your choices as an individual, okay? We come in this world alone, we die alone, all right? So that's really what it's about. So you take it to your Creator. Fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. So if you're feeling on fire right now when it comes to that rebirth, okay? Because that's how you'll feel. You'll feel like your body's on fire, okay? Mind, body, spirit. You really just make sure you're not allowing fear to tap in or to take over, okay? Honoring, taking that in, using your strength to honor that adversity, all right? A fire reveals a path of renewed directions once the burning is complete. The burning will come to an end, okay? The next step would be invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake you already are. So make sure you're doing those deep breath work, deep breathing, going outside, getting fresh air, being still, being patient, and taking it to Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ. There are no wrong turns, okay? It is all already mapped out. Your great wave awaits, okay? Allow yourself to receive all the fulfillment. Liberating love, okay? Liberating love for the Father, the man upstairs, okay? Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, and allowing that love to come down into the mind, body, spirit, us as His children, okay? Us as human beings, us as spiritual beings, okay? Loss is a reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. So, allow yourself room for greater or greatness to come. Based off letting go and letting God, all right? Transforming any type of tragedy. Okay? Let's see. Make sure you're willing to see beyond any beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. So just make sure you're not judging. Okay, make sure you're tapping in, activating that third eye. Let's see. Trust and act accordingly. So that's really it's about faith. Okay, opening one's mind. Allow yourself to see beyond your beliefs and ideas. So none of that outdated thinking. Okay. This it's about getting to the point where you're not feeling the lack of knowledge about what's going on when it comes to oneself. Okay, so tapping in, self-love, tapping into the love that our Creator, our Father, Most High God, Lord Jesus Christ, God is allowing us to dive deep into our mind, into our imagination, to our heart. Okay, us as spiritual beings, us as human beings, and really listening to that inner guidance. Okay, so I'm in growing. Okay, the more you grow, the more you learn. Once you stop growing, you're allowing that deaf spirit or any interference or any interference, invincible or visible, that may come in, that will come in and block, okay, that portal or that access or that dimension or that next step that you may need to get to a full surrender. So I'm getting that resurrendering, okay. I'm getting that opening, having that open outlet or seeing a way out when it comes to mind, body, spirit. Maybe being confused. If you're confused, then you're not going to see it, okay. So really taking that time. Ask wonderfully and you will receive graciously. So don't be afraid to ask. Okay, when it comes to one's renewal, reviewing your past, present with compassion and forgiveness, heading in any direction that is new for clarity of your life and of your purpose, of your heart. And in your heart, you know what to do. Okay, so I'm sending so much love and support. Let me see if there's anything else. Let's see. I am so sleepy, guys. I am almost done. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, let's see. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it always, okay? Psalm 118. The Lord is good and his love endures forever, right? So forever. Psalm 100. Even though we may or may not feel like it, right? So just make sure you are reminding yourself or allowing yourself the opportunity for that to come in by letting go and letting God. So that's a form of surrender and resurrendering as much as you need to. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Psalm 121. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. All right. Psalm 145. Our lives are in God's hands, and He keeps our feet from stumbling. Psalm 66. In Him our heart trusts. In Him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exalts, and will give. And with my song, I give thanks to Him. So just make sure we thanking Him. We're grounded in gratitude, okay? Thanking for another day of life or breath in our body or just for everything that we have. Just the relationship we have with Him, that He loves us and we love Him and we have an opportunity. That's Psalm 28. I love you, Lord, my strength. O Lord, Psalm 18. It is God who arms with strength and makes the way perfect. Psalm 18. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Psalm 27. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. All right. So Psalm 29, right? That's a reminder of like, don't think that God can't do the impossible despite how good or bad the situation, life or death, when it comes to the situation that you may or may not be in. All right. Oh Lord, you are so good, so ready to forgive, so full of unfailing love for all who ask for your help. In Psalm 86, very beautiful. The Lord is for me, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me? Psalm 118. So just make sure you're not allowing people, place, or thing to cast or put fear into oneself, okay? Hey, we all are His creation. He's our creator, okay? When it comes to life or death, so there's nothing to be afraid of, okay? This is all about, we get a limited time here. If it's our time to go, it's our time to go. But at least you did your best here while you was here, right? So, sending so much love. I love you guys so much. And I will talk to you guys soon. And have a beautiful night. Take care. Bye-bye.